Friends, this is Lefter Küçük Andonyanis. I am a football player who played as a striker and coach. They gave me the nickname Ordinary because of my achievements. Would you like to know me better? I was born in 1925 in Büyükada, Istanbul. My mother's name is Argiro and my father's name is Hristo. Since we lived on the island, we made our living by fishing. I grew up eating the fish my father caught and my mother cooked and breathing the fragrant air of the island. I will never forget the days when I sailed with my father, threw nets and helped him. I also had a brother. Our childhood with him was spent playing football with our friends in the neighbourhood. I was playing ball splendidly. I was also very popular among my friends. My friends always told me that I was very talented at football. I needed to join a club and get a license to play football more professionally. However, I was not old enough to get a license. I joined the club thanks to the opportunities offered by the state. I signed up for Taksim Sport Club in 1941 and grew up there. I was going to play for this team for 2 years and then do my military service for my country for 4 years. While I was playing at Taksim Sports Club, Fenerbahce Sports Club manager came to our club one day. They were left without a goalkeeper. They said they were looking for a new goalkeeper for their team. The president of our club suggested me to Fenerbahce managers by saying, "We don't have a goalkeeper, but we have a player who scores great goals." They came to watch me, wondering how I was playing. On that day, Beşiktaş managers were also present in the match. They wanted to meet with me, to take me. Let me confess something to you. Well, I was really excited. I kept saying to myself, "You can do it, Lefter." And so I overcame my excitement. Throughout the match, as usual, I scored goals, ran non-stop and carried my team to victory. Fenerbahce managers who saw this wanted to meet me after the match. "Do you want to wear a Fenerbahce jersey?" they asked immediately. I accepted with great enthusiasm. So they took me and placed me in the youth team. Getting to the A team from here was a tough journey. You had to be very successful to do this. When I scored 10 goals in a match, I soon got the good graces of the managers and was promoted to the A team. I spent 3 seasons in Fenerbahce. The number of goals I scored in 135 games in total reached 100. I had a lot of attention. Thanks to this success, I was transferred to Italy's Fiorentina football club in 1951. This transfer gave me the little of being the first football player to be transferred from Turkey to abroad with a testimonial fee. After playing football for a year at Fiorentina, I was transferred to France's OGC Nice club, where I spent 1 season as well. Since the 1953 and 1954 season, I took part in Fenerbahce again. In the same season, I became the top scorer in the Istanbul League. With the Fenerbahce jersey I wore, I scored over 400 goals until 1964. Thus, I became the owner of a record that is hard to break. I started to be known as one of the legendary names of the Turkish football. Passionate fans of Fenerbahce kept harping on saying the slogan, "Give it to Lefter. Write it in the score notebook," for being a good goal scorer. Thanks to my mastery in football, my tackles and goals, I was nicknamed Ordinary. One day, when everything was fine, a malicious group attacked our house on Büyükada. Fenerbahce fans who heard about this incident came to our house by filling the ferries from Kartal to help us. They saved me and my family by building barricades. They showed their love for me once again with this event. My return to Fenerbahce made a big impression at that time. When I got on the field, All the tribunes were shouting my name in unison. The tribunes moaned 1,000 times, "Give it, write it to Lefter, penny's over, the notebook is full, the king is Lefter in this realm." Playing in the 1954 FIFA World Cup, I scored 2 goals in the tournament. During my professional football life, I played for the national team 50 times. I became the first Turkish football player to receive the Golden Medal of Honor by scoring 21 goals. For 33 years, no one has been able to break my record. I was the captain of the national team 9 times. Now that the time has come, I said goodbye to green fields by making my jubilee in a match we played with Beşiktaş in 1964. I was the coach of Greece's Egalio, South Africa's SuperSport United, Turkey's Samsunspor, Orduspor, Mersin İdmanyurdu and Boluspor. In the season I was coaching Mersin İdmanyurdu, we became the champion with 23 goals scored by Osman Arpacıoğlu, and Mersin İdmanyurdu promoted to the First League for the first time in its history. After my coaching career, I worked as a sports writer for various newspapers for a while. The love of Fenerbahçe fans for me was so great that in 2009 they erected my statue in Kuşdili Park, right next to Fenerbahçe Stadium. I have always been a person who cares about this profession and his values. I scored unforgettable goals in my matches, but mostly because of the importance I paid to my job, the love I have for my team, I became a football player who is loved and respected. Dear children, I loved football and specialised in this field, but there are many other sports besides football. You can strengthen both your body and mind by taking care of a sport that suits you. I greet you all with love.